This video is part of our frequently asked questions series. This video is going to show you how to wind a bobbin on the 7 series Bernina. So first thing I'm going to do is take off my sewing thread because I've been sewing. You can wind a bobbin with leaving your sewing thread on and using a different spool holder or maybe a multi-spool holder, but I never do that. It seems to me the bobbins never wind quite right, and a wound bobbin is going to save you so much trouble in the long run. So let's wind it right from the beginning. It just takes a minute to take the other spool off and just a second or two to put it back on when you're done winding your bobbin. So let's do it that way. And so I'm going to put my bobbin on my spool holder, and I'm going to use the correct size of spool cap for this spool. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. All right, so I'm going to put my spool cap on, and the idea is, and I have my little foam pad on here too. The idea is that the spool should not turn. The thread should come off the spool this way. So now I have my thread tail, and I'm going to go under the back hook of my machine as though I were threading it to sew, but I'm going to then come around, and there's the arrow that shows me which way to wind. Come around one time and up to my bobbin, which has the silver markings going down. The markings go down, and once again I have an arrow here that shows me exactly which way to wind. So I'm going to bring up about 4 maybe or so inches extra, and around the top of the bobbin I'm going to wind it around. It's hard to do this through the viewfinder, several times. And then right behind your little lever here, which is going to start your bobbin running, there's a thread cutter under here. So we'll just cut the thread and we'll start winding our bobbin. And now I'm going to lower you down, hopefully, so that you can see the bobbin wind. Hold on. And I hope that you can see that it is winding nice and evenly. Nice and evenly. And when it's done, it'll just shut off. And these are the jumbo bobbins, so they take a little while to load. And I also want you to notice the screen on my machine. I never run my bobbin winder higher than 45, speed 45. And if you are winding a bobbin with monofilament thread or anything with nylon in it, you definitely want to slow it down a lot more than that, because the monofilament thread going through all of these tensions gets really hot. And guess what happens when you wind a hot thread on a bobbin? It just ruins it. So there's my bobbin, and you can see before I take it off that it is nice and straight up and down. It's full, and I'm ready to take it off my machine, put it in, and sew my day full of pretty things.